Hey guys, I'm back. I'm actually, I just arrived home, so I don't think I mentioned this. I might have, I'm not sure. We had a death in the family, and we had to travel back up north for the funeral and everything. So, to all the winners of the custom scales, I didn't get everybody's shipping information before I left, so I didn't send them out, but I came home to an email with it, so those are all going out tomorrow in the mail. Anyway, I came home to two awesome things just sitting here waiting for me. The first one was my XM24 Sponto, which I've wanted forever and ever and ever. And I'm super stoked. Love this knife. So we're going to use this to open up the Battlbox that was sitting there waiting for me. So this is December's Battlbox. Tell you what, let's just get right into this thing, shall we? So we've got Mission 22, the Bushcraftsman, and I'm pretty excited about this. I purposely didn't read anything online about it or look it up. I'm going to do this video kind of fast. The weather here is looking pretty ominous. It was way below freezing when I was up in Pennsylvania and New York, so at least here it's warm, but it's getting pretty foggy. The sky's gray. Let's get this going. So we are doing the Pro Plus package with an estimated value of $338.09. And here we'll go through the basic, advanced, pro. So, December 2016, living the life. I'm not going to read this whole thing. But let's go ahead and let's start with what's on here. And right on top, looks like we've got a bag, let's see, large bushcraft style canvas rucksack. So let's check that out. Hey, anybody else, like when you get a new piece of gear, do you smell it? Like I got to smell it. I got to see if it's got that military smell. It doesn't, but it does smell canvassy. So this is part of the advanced box. It kind of sort of a little tiny bit reminds me of the old Alice rucksacks. Only old guys will get that, but this looks pretty well constructed. So it's canvas. It kind of has the look of nylon, but it's canvas. Number one, all right, so I don't want to be a Nancy naysayer, but I do not like this. I don't like having to do this kind of buckle to get in and out of the pack. I'm sure it's a secure way to do it, but see, it's already kind of a pain just to get it open here. Nice leather pieces though, like, yeah, I smelled it. It's got real leather. So construction wise, this thing looks pretty damn solid. Nice large interior. Opens up pretty wide. You've got a zippered internal pouch. Nothing here feels waterproofed or anything. Actually, I take it back. There might be some kind of coating. Hey, Tato. Hey, Tato, what are you doing? What are you doing? Tato's here to check it out, too. Can you... I'm trying to do something here, bro. Yeah, you mind? Thank you. Thank you, sir. Tato's going to hang out with me here while we do the rest of this video. So, it feels like there is some kind of coating. I don't know if this is specifically waterproof or not, but... you know, we can look that up. Maybe I'll take a look. Bushcraft style canvas rucksack. There's no brand name on it or anything. And I don't see a brand name anywhere here on the item. So, two snap pockets on the outside. And a nice strap pocket. So, it actually, like I said, it feels very solid. Nice padding on the shoulders. Kind of an old school pack. So I'm not going to discount this. I like it. It's not, oh, I'm sorry. Look, I'm a jerk. So yeah, you can strap these down, but they also have snap closures too. As does this pocket up front. So that's cool. This is not a bad pack at all. Just, I don't need one more pack. But this is a nice one. Let's see how the drawstring holds stuff. Drawstring is pretty solid. It doesn't want to open up too much. But just day pack size, you know. Maybe you can make like a 72-hour bag out of this. I mean, definitely if you wanted to customize it, put some patches on it, you could sew it right on, but there's that. So let's take a look at this guy. This guy right here is the, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, the Maracniv Pro C bushcrafting knife. Rigid sheath there, made in Sweden, so not USA, but not China either. I'm not Oh, I guess you could, so it doesn't come with it, but you could secure a lanyard here to secure the knife in there. I don't know how secure that clip is, but it's just a very simple fixed blade knife. I really like the finish on the blade. The markings there show that it is made in Sweden. It is carbon steel. That's all I've got to go on. Nice plastic handle with a rubberized coating. I don't know. This reminds me of an oyster knife or something. I'm not sure if this is something I would carry, but it feels like a decent knife. I didn't bring any paper out here to do a cut test, but you know, it's not bad. Not great, but not bad. It seems like something I might be more inclined to use in the kitchen than anything else. So this is the Zombie Tinder Pioneer Blanket Pin, high carbon steel striker, brooch and all. It also says that it's a defense tool. So I guess what we're looking at here is basically another fire starting kind of method. Nothing too fancy. I've got a lot of fire starters already from Battlbox. And you know, one more isn't bad. I'm not sure that I need this one. I get it if you don't have the other boxes though, and this is the only one, like this is the first one you're getting, you don't have all the other fire starting stuff. So I'm gonna have to play with this a little bit and see how it is. Let's see if we can just get a quick look at what's inside. So the awl looks like a big steel tack or nail. I guess we would strike against this. We could start a fire. Could secure a blanket. Yes, there's a blanket in there too with the blanket pin. But it's an interesting setup. I don't know if it's something that I would want to carry around and use, but I'm going to give it a try. I mean, we'll see how it works. I always try everything. I always see how everything works. I don't know if I'm too thrilled about this one particularly. So next, let's look at the Wazoo Survival Gear Viking Whetstone Necklace, which I'm assuming is this thing that says Viking Whetstone Pendant. Now, if this is a little sharpening stone on a necklace, that's cool. And that's exactly what it is. It feels like a really nice whetstone. If you have some experience, you're familiar with. It's a very fine stone. Pretty lightweight. And this is actually this is very simple. I don't know if I'd wear the necklace itself, but I could attach this to my gear or something. This is a really simple way just to keep a little whetstone there to hone your edge and maintain the sharpness. It's really cool, interesting knot going on over there. Smelling it again. Yep, real leather. So I don't know, I kind of like this. Let's see how much they say this is worth. $24. I don't know if it's worth $24. But I guess it depends on the quality of the stone and everything, but I like it. This is a cool piece of gear. I'm always looking for, like, you know, extra sharpening type stuff, lightweight stuff to bring with me if I'm out somewhere in the field or, you know, camping or whatever. So I like this piece. I like this a lot more than the last thing we looked at. Simple. I like the way it adjusts. It's got these kind of like a noose, but this is a pretty nice thing over here. So this is the Dragonfire tinder box. This is just a piece of fat wood for starting a fire, which again, I've got fire starting stuff, but assuming that, you know, you don't have all the other boxes, this is pretty cool to have. It smells really good too. Like, I want to just light it on fire. But we could combine this with our striker slash awl slash blanket pin, and, you know, if we're out roughing it, start a nice fire with this. The Bushcraft Bible. Now, I like when they give you books and kind of reference materials. The truth is I haven't read the other stuff they've sent me yet. But this will definitely go on the shelf, and I'll keep it around. They say that this is worth $10, so, you know, not a very expensive book. Soft cover, so, you know, you can squish around if you need to. Lightweight book. It's not a very heavy book. But it's got lots of stuff, and I like that it's got pictures. It's got pictures. Pictures are cool. Illustrations of different things you might want to eat and things you might want to stay away from. So I actually, if I get a chance, I'll take a look at this and tell you guys what I think. But it's nice just to put it in the library, you know. I've got a whole library of different survival books and stuff, all the way from How to Survive on Land and Sea to the actual Air Force and Army issued survival manuals to other stuff, to what they send me. So this is cool. Oh, now right here, this smells like military equipment. So this is an actual mil-spec wool blanket. God, I haven't seen one of these in forever. These are really warm blankets. So this is probably going to go in the garage and just kind of sit, because I don't have a good use for it now, but these military wool blankets they're warm. This one is not as scratchy as a lot of the ones that I've used military-wise, like back in my Army days. We had a ton of these things everywhere. This is really soft, actually. I like it. Actually, I have an idea of what I might do with this, but that will be for later. Here we've got just the standard, you know, discounts and stuff. And then this is the basic knife making kit. Now this I think is pretty cool, and I'm excited about this because this goes to this. And I was just sort of reading on the card. So this is the Self-Reliance Outfitters Bushcraft Knife Making Kit, right? So that's the DVD. So this is like a do-it-yourself. Here's some handle, some wood, some pins to go through it. It's a very nice blade. I can tell it's carbon steel. It doesn't come very sharpened. I mean, we'd have to hone an edge on that. But this is pretty cool because they give you a knife blanket and you get to make your own knife. And if you want, you can make a sheath out of it or anything else. So that's awesome. I think that's really cool, and it's got a video that goes with it. I probably won't use the wood. I'll probably make this with something else and see how it comes out, and it'll be cool. I'll have a knife that I made. Not like I don't have any of those around, but maybe this will be another giveaway going on. Who knows? So that's a cool little item. Now it says on here that with the basic package, you get Readyman Basic membership for free, and that with the Pro, you get a Readyman Premium membership. I don't know how that works. I didn't see any documentation on that or basically anything. So I'll have to get back to you guys on what that's all about. Yeah, but let's finish this off. Let's look at the knife of the month, which one of the bigwigs in the Battlbox land said this is actually his favorite fixed blade knife that he's ever seen. So here is Tops Knives. Now I don't have anything by them. I'm going to assume that it's a good brand. I'm going to look it up to tell you the truth. I don't have anything by Tops Knives, but I've heard good things. It's all made in the USA. Made in Idaho, so back where my Air Force career started off. So let's take a look at this guy. First of all, the sheath. I like the sheath. It's got plenty of different ways to attach, right? Molle compatible. It's a nice sheath. I don't normally like nylon kind of sheaths. I prefer, if I'm going to have a fixed blade knife, some kind of rigid scabbard kind of, but this looks pretty decent. I really like the kind of khaki color of it too. You don't see that very often anymore. Nice and secure. And it is just a very basic little blade, but it, ooh, that's sharp, I can tell. I like it. I like the shape of it. I like the design of it. I think this is micarta. So it says on the little packing slip here, this is a modified Scandinavian grind. This is linen micarta. This has a really nice feel and a really nice weight to it. I like it. Even though it's kind of a smaller blade than what I'm used to, I like it a lot. It's $10.95, which is pretty good carbon steel for, you know, a survival knife like this, or a bushcraft outdoors knife. It says that the model is the Cub, the compact utility blade. And this is something that I would actually carry. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm actually pretty happy with the fixed blade knives that I've gotten from Battlbox overall. Those seem to, the knife of the month has not disappointed me really, not yet at all. So, you know, I'm going to give this box a 50-50. Couple items that I'm not thrilled about, but they're not bad, but I really do like this. I like the make your own knife kit. I like the pack. And the wool blanket, actually, I'll get some good use out of. So, pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, guys, that is basically it for this box this month. I apologize for the delay in getting the scales out, but I will get them out this week for sure, probably tomorrow, Monday. that's it. I'm going to keep it short and simple. Hopefully I'll have PIC back with me for the next video. And maybe I'll even let PIC appear on camera. We'll see what that's like. You guys would like her. She's really, really pretty. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it, and I'll be back again real soon.